again, it's me, earthmanbrick, and today we're going back to the Gloomberg sprawl set. So we're going to be making up another MDF kit from Warcradle Scenics. And it's this one we're going to be making this time. We have made the ruined one. Now we're doing the regular old smeggy one. And I think it's probably a bit straightforward and boring. Now it does come on 8 sprues. There are some little push-outs here and there. There's one. And there's another big one. Nice triangular one, which we could probably use and repurpose for orky stuff in another build. So, I thought I'd spruce this one up a bit. We're going to be using another technique we've done before. With shredded toilet paper. We'll shred that up. An old container. I'll be mixing up in this container here because it's nice and green, so remember it's got green paint in it. I didn't have any cheapo green paint, so I'm going to mix yellow and blue to make green. Color science. So that's how it works. And I've got all these old, really crappily painted MDF crates. I think it was from one of the TT Combat Modern sets. As you can see, it's a mess of like obvious slots and things. So I think I'll do this at the same time. Just throw a few of these together, stack them up, something like that. So we'll have some scatter terrain along with this project. I'll see you again soon once it's all done up. Bye for now. Hello again, and we're back. So we've got our build. Here's it all done. That's it all fully assembled. I did make one mistake though in that I put the window frame on the other side. So I'm going to make a new window frame for this bit, just using 4 matchsticks. So I'll be adding those later on. I'll just put those to one side for now. I'll just put that just in the background there. So, what did we get out of this? Other than what we have here? Well, I've glued all these parts together. So you can't see the interior. Because these are all parts for the interior. There was a stairwell. A whole bunch of steps. There's all these kind of bits. Because there's meant to be a middle kind of platform janky thing. But I think I'm going to use all these parts, which were for the interior, in a future build. I'm not sure what we'll make, but I'll figure it out at some other point. So we've got that. We also have the push-outs. And these are parts from the sprue frame, which are all kind of hidden about. So I think these spiky bits would be perfect for orc teeth, or maybe making some sort of Eldar style thing. Not quite sure, but yes, you get some pretty nifty little shapes and things out of them. I also have a whole oodle and canoodle of other little bits there. So we got those as well, which is nice. And here are all the empty MDF sprue frames. So we've got a lot of interesting shapes and bits that we can use for other possible builds in the future as well. So got 2 of these smaller little sheets, and the pre-colors are quite nice. It's a nice mixture of colors and shapes we'll be able to no doubt use for a lot of other future projects and builds. So we've got all of those to play around with, but not on this project. We'll use them for future ones. So I'm just putting those to one side for now. So what are we going to do to spruce this up? Well, we've got some house paint, white house paint, that I've decanted into here. And what we'll do is we'll use that and a nice big brush and stipple on lots of white just to add on an extra level of texture to the thing. We'll give it an illusion of texture there. We also have these crates from a TT Combat build, which we'll be sprucing up. later on. We'll be using those as a kind of a test piece. We will also be adding on, let me just get this ready here, plenty of tufts from the wall painter Scenics, as well as this homemade sponge block, which will make nice little bits of shrubbery and little bushes. So we'll be adding those, but not until we've made, and I'll just roll the camera down a little bit here. There we go. So I'm going to be using PVA glue, some little tubs for mixing, some good old-fashioned toilet paper, which during the COVID pandemic was this stuff was practically currency. So yes, we'll be shredding some of that, and we'll be adding some of this. Now that's green in there. You can't quite see it because it's hard to get the. There you go, green paint, which was just a mixture of blue and yellow cheapo paints that I've just mixed in there to get our general color. And I've got some. What is this? That's birch seed and coriander or oregano. So we'll be mixing up some of that as well, because on the build, if I just pull this forward ever so slightly, you'll be able to see that there are some rather unsightly seams and obvious slots here and there, especially on the corners of the building, and when the roof is concerned, there are some considerable gaps, and there is also some slots and things to hide. So we'll be hiding those with our homemade paste. And I thought this time, rather than just tell you how it's made, I'm going to make it. So we'll take some shredded toilet paper, and first part comes with the shredding. So we'll just tear it off into strips. Once you've got the strips, it's then a case of tearing these up into smaller pieces. Until you have a little pile that's something like that. Then you just add some PVA, just a healthy squirt. Oh, nothing's coming out. Must be blocked. So I'll just take the lid off. There we go, healthy gloop. Then we'll add our green paint. There we go. And we'll need a little stirrer for the thing. I'm just going to use this and just mix it around. The ratio to paint toilet paper is that we've got too much paint and PVA and not enough toilet paper, so I'm going to shred some more. There we go. There is our paste. And we should be able to just start smearing this on. We'll start smearing it onto the crates, because this is a nice easy thing. We can easily smear these on, no problem. So there we go. It's all looking quite meshed. And what we're going to do is we're going to smear it in further with our thumb and fingers. So this will help dry it out faster. So you can start adding more bits onto it, like the sponge block and the tufts, as well as a few other little bits and pieces. So I'm just going to catch every little corner and bit that I can, just to really get this effect to take hold. And you really do want to smear it on because you're going to get more of a kind of a fibrous look. So it's going to look a lot more natural, which is exactly what you want. Yes, just really find those cavities and start filling them up. So there we go. It's not looking too bad. There we go, it's looking a lot better already. And of course we'll add tufts and things afterwards. But that's just a kind of basic example of what you can do to really up the ante on your builds. Anyway, I'm going to go and tart these up a little bit more. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Hello there, it's me. We're back. And here's the crates, all done and dusted. I've glued them together into little groups. I think these have turned out none too shabby. We've got plenty of tufts. We've got our little paste on them. I've added some ink just to give some extra shading. And we've also added some of the sponge flock as well. And some of the leaves and things. Yes, I'm pretty damn happy with these results. Not bad. So if you're ever going to do one big terrain piece, it makes sense to do a few little bits of scatter as well. And how did our build turn out? Well, here it is, all done and dusted. And I've got to say, I'm pretty damn impressed with these results. Let's have a bigger look. So here was the window where we didn't have a proper frame in, and we've just used the matchsticks. And overall, compared to the regular frames, it kind of blends in all right. Can't really notice too much of a difference. And yes, you can see what I mean when you spread out that whole kind of what would we call it, our paste. How it, when you look dead close at it, it really, you can see all the little fibers when you smear it. So smearing is definitely the way to go, and it's done a fantastic job of filling in all those gaps, covering up all the little seams and things. Yes, it's worked a fair amount of wonders. And of course we've stippled on the white paint. That's come out none too shabby either. There was sizable gaps in these parts here. It was about 5 centimeter, not 5 centimeter, what am I talking about? 5 mil, kind of a gap there. You can still see there's a bit of a gap under here. You can see the light kind of more or less shining through there. But when you're looking at it from above, not that noticeable. But yes, we're filling the gaps as and where they absolutely need to be. And of course we've decorated it with a whack load of tufts. And they make it a heck of a lot nicer looking. So yes, that's the end result there. Bit of spot washing. You can see where the ink's kind of gone. It's really added to this aesthetic, giving it that extra little bit of dimension. The same with the smearing of the paste has added that effect. The stippling of the white as well. It turns what was a regular kit into a regular shinester. And I've also accentuated some of these planks just to make them stand out a little bit more. But yes, quality build. Another from the Gloomhaven sprawl set, all done. That's the entire set there. So we've got one left, and it's this one to build. So I'll be planning that later this year. It's another one to keep an eye out for. So, that's all I've got for you today, I'm afraid. But thanks again for watching. And bye.